So we're just testing this. I'm just seeing about going live here on YouTube and looking to see how things are going. It'll be something that I'll just have to
We're just testing this, just seeing
get
about
used
going
to.
live here on YouTube.
Obviously, I'll have to mute it over there, otherwise I'll be having issues. But you know, the plain and simple fact is I'm just trying to find out how to do all of this. And hey, we're just learning. Noticed I still got my safety glasses on my head. And it looks like we're probably about 15 seconds behind, something like that. Not really sure. And that's just something I'll have to get used to and have it on a monitor, but not pay a whole lot of attention to it. Again, I'm kind of new to this. I'm actually coming in straight from Zoom. And so with that being said, what I would want to do is hide this so that it doesn't look so rough, which it's not even recording right now, and I'm not going to worry about it, but I'd go up and change my hide non-video participants. And all right, so that wasn't quite as long, but again, it's me and Howie hanging out in here, which I need to go live in Howie AI, just to work on this. Obviously, being live here on this channel with only 11 subscribers, probably pretty safe. Not going to have to worry about a whole lot of folks showing up. I'm going to swap over right here to another channel on my phone. And again, if you do show up, I'm just in here messing around, checking this thing out. And I'll be able now, I can listen to this on the phone and see how this does. Obviously, we've got a few things going on here. So what I'm going to be doing is just showing people what we do, how we do it, and just the basics of AI and why not to be afraid of it. And so, you know, obviously, once you get to know me, you're going to realize I've got a whole lot going on. I'm the world's worst for having 10 million tabs open, but such is life. We'll just have to play around with it. Now, the other thing, let me see what this looks like on full screen. All right. So I can move this down, but it doesn't matter. It's going to throw it up at the top. So, one example is I have severe ADHD and I'm constantly staying confused. I don't know you know, I'm always lost. I forget things, but as an example, I've been working on coding out a website for How We Thrive Now. And this is the site that I'm working on. And, I've coded it to where there's a honeycomb in the background and there's always something for somebody to do. So I've got this built out for How We Thrive Now. I'll have my image here and Howie's is going to be in here also. That's my co-founder. Most people are losing the game before they start. No system, no leverage, no community. That's exactly why we built this. Welcome to the Thrive ecosystem. And so How We Thrive Now is our holding company. And inside of How We Thrive Now, there are a few different things. Thrive Revenue System, Our Thrive Hive. That's where you're at right now, is at Our Thrive Hive. And then Howie AI will be myself and Howie when we're specifically talking about AI. Now, like here in Our Thrive Hive, we'll be talking about several different things. The community is based around, just life in general, and how do we come together as community and make things work. And then the Thrive Revenue System is my agency side of things, where I'll be working with small businesses, helping them set up CRMs, helping them build things out and go high level so that they've got a good CRM that connects with everything that they do. Lead capture, lead follow-up, automated generations of leads, and automated follow-up systems. And then when we're specifically working with AI tools, then I'll go live in Howie AI. And that's where my little sidekick here will animate him a little bit, and he'll be my co-host on Howie AI. And we'll focus on all things AI, but not from a guru standpoint. I am by no means a guru. I'm running agents in the background. I'm just now learning how to use Agent Zero. I've been using Claude Code. I'm going to be using Base 44, several other programs. And what we'll do with that is focus on the basics of AI. There are people out there right now that's just now learning how to spell AI, and that's okay. And instead of going into a big webinar where it's just a sales pitch, I do have paid memberships. And if it's somebody that's above the advanced or above the beginning stages and they want to really get into the deep dive and work on a program, then we can do that. Obviously I'm noticing using Zoom, it's going to be really grainy. So I'll have to go back into EVMux or some other program so that I can pipe out, because it's only coming out at 720. So we'll get this thing set up. Again, I'm just practicing, I'm testing things, testing the water, seeing what happens. Coming out from Zoom is very handy, but again, like I said, it's not going to be helpful if you can't see what I'm working on. And perhaps that would be something that I can offer the paid members, is obviously they can have 4K videos and everything that needs to be done so that everything's good and clear. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And right now, I need to jump off here. I just realized I'm late for class. But that was just a quick test, and we'll go from there. Fun thing is how do I stop the live stream? I would say it's that button right there, stop live stream. So folks, again, this was just a quick test.